So anytime I make a video talking about guns, people are like, well, guns aren't the problem, people are the problem. Okay, but if people are the problem, why do we want it to be so easy for them to have the guns?
We don't. These people that you're referring to are criminals, and if on record they have proven that they can't be trusted, then they aren't legally allowed to own or purchase any firearms from an FFL. Making it harder to purchase a firearm legally will only be affecting those who go through the process to legally obtain that firearm. That, let me remind you again, you have a right through the Constitution to exercise as an American.
California Democrat is forcing gun owners to re-register their firearms every year. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel, like content, and what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. And for my Connecticut residents, if you plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit, please get the training done before July 2024, because after that it becomes longer, harder, and more expensive. If you have your permit, watch the expiration date. Don't let it expire. There is a link to the online renewal portal for the state of Connecticut for permits in the description box. Keep an eye on that. Let's talk about this. And coming once again from the communist state of California, the People's Republic, a Democrat in that state is proposing legislation that would require all gun owners, all 13 million gun owners in the state, to re-register their firearms every year. And if they have an item that is not registered with the state, they will receive a financial penalty. This, of course, is unconstitutional. And obviously what they're trying to do is to cower gun owners to the will and the whims of the state. I want to come into here. Bill will require yearly firearm registrations, fines for non-compliance. A California Democrat has filed legislation that would enact a mandatory annual gun census among the state's 13 million legal firearm owners. Now notice, once again, an attack on people who are doing it the right way. They're not coming up with criminals to do this census, only those who have registered their firearms that they can track. Once again, these people are not serious about crime and or gun violence, which they claim is the #1 killer of children, which is a lie. But as something of a love letter to national anti-gun groups, State Senator Anthony Portantino introduced SB 1160. Now that's very interesting that his Senate bill is named exactly after the one that they passed here in Connecticut after Sandy Hook. That's fascinating. But I've always said that these people collude with each other across state lines. But a measure to require gun owners to register their firearms with the California Department of Justice each year. Those who don't want to register the guns can turn them over to the state without reimbursement, violation of the Constitution. Meanwhile, those found with unregistered firearms will be subject to a $1,000 fine. Portantino, who has been a state lawmaker since 2006 and has backed dozens of gun control regulations since then that have been signed into law, painted this new bill as a safety measure. SB 1160 will give the state better data and help us understand how many firearms are in private hands and who owns them, Portantino said in a statement. Currently, we only have a rough estimate on how many firearms are in California. This important step towards registration will also increase accountability and responsible gun ownership as we collectively endeavor to increase public safety. By telling good people, law-abiding citizens, you have to register your guns every year is going to make the public safer. They're not talking about the criminals and the people running around doing all this crazy nonsense. No, 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 no. We have to, once again, attach an anchor around the neck of good law-abiding gun owners in this ridiculous notion of public safety. You know, these people are fools. They're fools. The bill would also require the state DOJ to establish and maintain a system to keep track of the registry, violation of the Constitution, and make it available to law enforcement agencies. This comes as the state has a spotty record over the year with maintaining the confidentiality of gun owners' records, and that's a very, very good point. If you remember, the state attorney general actually released a list of all concealed carry permit holders in the state, and they claimed it was by accident. Listed the people's names and addresses of all those who had concealed carry permits. But in 2022, the personal data of roughly 192,000 individuals who applied for concealed carry permits in California was unintentionally disclosed online. An investigation found the leak was due to a number of deficiencies within DOJ, including lack of training, expertise, and professional rigor, insufficient documentation, policies and procedures, and inadequate oversight. Let's come out of that. Do you not see the danger with this? So every year you're going to force people to re-register firearms, and then you're going to fine them if you find out that they have a firearm that was not registered initially. And we're going to trust the California DOJ to not let this information become public. Can you not see the danger in this whole thing? This is damn well disturbing. This is really just, and once again, it's pissing me off that once again, in the name of public safety, they're once again going after legal gun owners. You know, California, let's be clear, California is a failed state. Crime is out of control and rampant. And every time something happens, the only answer they have is to once again hold the good public accountable for the behavior of criminals. And then they let the criminals run the streets by giving them light sentences, no bail, and pure stupidity when it comes to accountability. But they want to hold the good people of California accountable. Boy, I tell you, that state is backwards, absolutely backwards. But then again, this is what you voted for. And I feel sorry for the people who didn't vote for this, but unfortunately, they are under the boot of this kind of stupidity and idiocy. Now, right away, you can see that they're trying to make a registration. You know, they're trying to make a registry of firearms. Who owns what and why? And then, once again, you've got the fear that this list will all of a sudden become public. I tell you, it's just unbelievably backwards how things are done. But once again, it's not about your safety. It never is about your safety. Turn in your firearms. If you don't want to register them, you can turn them in and we won't pay you for them. Yeah, you can take a hot poker and shove it where the sun don't shine. Good luck with that. But here we go. Another law, if it becomes law, because California, unfortunately, they have the power to do this kind of nonsense. And believe me, other states are watching this and watching how it plays out. Don't be shocked. All the craziness usually starts in California and like a virus makes its way across the country. So if you live in a state such as I do, where they truly don't believe in the individual freedom and the Constitution is just something that's a play toy for them to basically ignore when they feel like it, don't be surprised you see something like this come up in your state. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.